The Oscar nominations for 2025 are finally here, and you know what that means. Cheers for some, outrage for others. This year's list is packed with surprises, but it's the snubs that have everyone talking. Big names like Angelina Jolie, Nicole Kidman, Daniel Craig, Denzel Washington, Selena Gomez, and more were left out in the cold, sparking some serious side-eye from fans. Let's break it down. First up, Angelina Jolie. She delivered what many are calling the performance of her career in Maria, a film that had critics raving. But despite all that praise, Jolie didn't land a single nomination. Not one. Hard to believe, right? People were gearing up to see her name all over the list, but the Academy had other plans.
I trained for months.
Then there's Daniel Craig, who's been absolutely killing it post-007. His role in Queer scored him nominations from the Golden Globes, Critics' Choice, and SAG Awards, basically the awards season trifecta. But when it came to the Oscars, nada. Would the Academy say that to William S. Burroughs' face? Doubtful.
Hey, you said too that this is the role you've been waiting for.
Yeah, how amazing to have done what I've been able to do with my career and then sort of at this stage in my career get offered this.
Pamela Anderson's fans are feeling the sting too. Her role in The Last Showgirl as Shelley has already earned her nods at the Gotham Awards, Golden Globes, and SAG Awards. But for the Oscars, nothing. It's especially surprising since this was her shot at Best Actress for a film that had people buzzing.
That I was capable of more than just running around in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
So I figured, I wanted to give this a shot, and I poured everything into it, and I'm really glad that everyone loves it.
Now, Denzel Washington. A living legend, and yet his jaw-dropping performance in Gladiator 2 went unnoticed by the Academy. How? This is the guy who's won 2 Oscars and just received a delayed Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Biden. His epic portrayal in Gladiator 2 was nothing short of a masterclass. If there was ever a time for gold, it was now. But it seems the Academy had other ideas.
You are a winner, sir. 2 Oscars, 2 of them.
But I lost 8 times.
Yes, you have lost more than you won.
See?
Yeah, that's the first time.
Finally, Nicole Kidman. This one might be the biggest head-scratcher of all. Kidman has been racking up awards for her role in Babygirl, Best Actress at the Venice Film Festival, another win from the National Board of Review, and a box office success that broke her 15-year dry spell. Yet, when it came to the Oscars, no nomination. None.
Heading to the Oscars? I have no idea.
In Babygirl, Nicole plays Romy, a powerful CEO who finds herself in a passionate affair with her much younger intern, played by Harris Dickinson. Antonio Banderas steps in as her husband, Jacob, and the tension between these characters really took things to another level.
There is elements of experimentation, and you can express yourself.
The story is bold, raw, and, according to Nicole, deeply relatable. A lot of times, women are discarded at a certain period of their career as a sexual being, she explained.
As much as you appear like you're confident and you've got it all together, there's so many times when you're like, I'm shattered or I'm exhausted.
This role was beautiful because it allowed me to explore that in a way I hadn't seen before. My character seems to have it all: power, success, but she's unsure of who she is or what she really desires. And isn't that something we can all relate to on some level?
Yes, there's sex, but it's existential in its crisis.
Nicole was refreshingly candid when discussing just how daring this film is. I couldn't believe they gave us the money to make it, she laughed. The sexuality of it, the rawness, it's not written for a 20 or even a 30-year-old. That's what makes it so special.
There were different points when it was like, I don't want to be looked at, touched in any way anymore. No more.
Her co-star Harris Dickinson had nothing but praise for Nicole and their on-screen chemistry. He shared how they worked closely with an intimacy coordinator to ensure everything felt comfortable and authentic. We'd have a discussion with the intimacy coordinator, and then Nicole and I kind of did our own thing with it once we set the parameters of what we were both comfortable with, he told Variety.
To be honest, I never thought I'd be like laying on a floor at a rave with Nicole Kidman, so yeah, not a bad day at work.
Now, let's talk about those intimate scenes for a second. Nicole admitted that even with her experience, acting out multiple orgasm scenes had her blushing. "It's insane that I still blush," she shared. "But that's a good thing, I suppose. I was so in character. It felt sacred to keep that process private."
It didn't scare me at all. It captivated me.
Nicole didn't hold back in a candid interview, sharing how the experience overwhelmed her at times. She said, "There were moments I was like, 'Don't touch me. I don't want to do this anymore.' It was intense and exhausting."
Yeah, because there's a lot of stress leading up to something like that, and you're worried and all of this.
You can really feel how much this role pushed her limits as an actor, and honestly, it sounds like it was a wild ride.
I didn't feel exploited. I felt very much a part of it. It's the story that I wanted to be a part of, that I wanted to tell, and every part of me was committed to that.
Nicole opened up about why she took on this challenging role, saying it gave her the chance to explore something totally new in her acting career, an opportunity she couldn't resist.
I want to examine human beings. I want to examine women on screen. I want to examine what it means to be human, and in all the facets of that and the labyrinth of that.
Now you might be wondering, what does Nicole's husband, Keith Urban, think about her taking on such a bold role? Well, it turns out he's totally supportive. Keith called her decision to do Babygirl incredibly brave, telling the Sunday Project how proud he is of her bold choices.
Have you seen Nicole's new movie, Babygirl?
I haven't.
Because
No.
it's an erotic.
It's gotten great reviews.
Erotic thriller.
Haven't seen it yet.
Are you looking forward to watching?
Very much.
So, what do you think? Who got snubbed the hardest this year? Was it Jolie, Kidman, or someone else entirely? And more importantly, who are you rooting for to walk away with that coveted golden statuette? Let me know your picks and predictions.